good evening. Here is the news at 6. First, the highlights. Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency Safety Commission strengthen campaign against smoking in public areas. President Tinubu optimistic subsidy removal now yields. Russia carries out more strikes as Syrian rebels advance further after taking Aleppo. And in sports, France coach applauds Nigeria's keeper Chiamaka Nnadozie despite win over Super Falcons in friendly match. Lagos State Environment, in collaboration with the State Safety Commission, has intensified its advocacy campaign against smoking in public places. The two agencies of the Lagos State government jointly took the advocacy to Lagos Island to sensitize lounges, nightclubs and hotels to designate a space for smoking in their establishments and not allow smoking in open spaces. The campaign, according to the agencies, is aimed at stopping smoking in public places because of its negative impact on human health and the environment. General Manager, Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, Tunde Ajayi, explained that the campaign is in line with the year 2014 No Smoking in Public Places laws of Lagos State, focusing on public health and the environment. Ajayi warned that all public facilities must be equipped with smoke detectors and areas designated for smoking must be marked with visible signs. In his contribution, Director General/CEO of the Lagos State Safety Commission, Lanre Mojola, noted that the campaign, which marks the beginning of a sustained sensitization initiative, focused on raising awareness about the health hazards posed by indoor smoking, aligning with Sustainable Development Goal 3, good health and well-being. Mojola noted the increasing challenge of shared spaces such as lounges, bars and clubs, where smoking can harm non-smokers who frequent these venues. Lagos State government has announced traffic diversion on Marine Bridge for repair work commencing from Wednesday 4th December to Tuesday 25th February 2025. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oshiemi said during the repair works, motorists from Apapa inwards Lagos Island are advised to go through Costain roundabout to link Eko Bridge and connect Lagos Island for their desired destinations. Oshiemi said from Apapa, motorists may link Ijora 7 Up through Marine Bridge to access the ramp to connect Ijora Causeway Access Road through Ijora Oloye to Ijora Causeway to link Eko Bridge and connect Lagos Island for their desired destinations. He said motorists from Apapa inwards Ijora Causeway/Ido are advised to link Costain Roundabout to access Eko Bridge and connect Ijora Causeway to access the ramp through the U-turn on to link Ido for their desired destinations. Oshiemi implored motorists to be patient as the diversion is part of the traffic management plans for the rehabilitation works on the asphalt pavement of the road section by the Federal Ministry of Works, Office of the Federal Controller, Lagos. Citizens have been advised to stop stigmatizing people living with Parkinson's disease. Founder, Parkinson Africa, Omotola Thomas, said this during Walking Football and Parkinson's Disease Tournament 2024. Thomas noted that the foundation supports and empowers victims of the disease through education and access to medication. She noted that the Walking Football Tournament also assists patients in building their mental capacity.
So we work with different organizations across Africa. We have support groups, we have educational, webinars. We work with different local organizations, but particularly in April, which is World Parkinson's Day, we support and sponsor local organizations with Parkinson's awareness campaigns.
On the spot, Acting Executive Director, Parkinson Foundation, John Akinola, said the foundation adopted the walking football from Western countries so as to incorporate exercise as a means of therapy for Parkinson's patients.
We are growing. Last year we had, I think, 8 teams max, but this year we are having like 20 teams comprising of corporate organizations, and volunteers. So the word is spreading. A lot of people is getting aware about Parkinson's, and I believe that by next year we are going to be having like maybe 50 teams. Keep your life going. Don't let Parkinson's ground you.
Survivors who shared their testimonies commended the convener of the event for the support. Parkinson's disease is a disorder of the central nervous system that affects movement and often includes tremors. Now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu says the removal of oil subsidy by his administration was not to torment Nigerians but to save the country from total collapse. The president, who announced the subsidy removal on the day of his inauguration on May 29, 2023, noted that the policy had been yielding positive results for the country. Tinubu stated this in his address at the 34th and 35th Combined Convocation Ceremonies of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, Ondo State. The president, who was represented by the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Ilorin, Wahab Egbewole, said his administration was not unaware of the suffering of the people, but expressed assurance that there will be light at the end of the tunnel. The president admonished the graduating students to join hands together to recover the lost glory and virtues. Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo has ordered an investigation into allegations of salary deductions affecting paramilitary officers in the country. According to a report, some officers expressed concerns over deductions from their salaries by the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System. In a statement, Secretary of the Civil Defense, Correctional, Fire and Immigration Services Board, Ahmed Jafaru, assured the affected officers that an investigation had been initiated to uncover the circumstances surrounding the alleged deductions. The Secretary said the attention of the Civil Defense, Correctional, Fire and Immigration Services Board has been drawn to the online publication of complaints from officers of the paramilitary services under its purview, alleging deductions from their salaries by the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System, as well as delays in the payment of promotion arrears. And now to foreign news. The UK-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, SOHR, says Russians have carried out a series of airstrikes in Syria as rebel forces are continuing to push south. It says the latest offensive, which it is tracking, marks the most significant fighting in Syria in recent years. It notes that rural parts of Idlib and Hama were hit, regions where the group leading the rebel offensive has recently taken control. The body says more than 370 people have been killed, including at least 20 civilians, since the offensive began on Wednesday. On his part, President Bashar al-Assad has vowed to defend the country. And now sports. French head coach Laurent Bonnardier has heaped plaudits on Super Falcons goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie despite Les Blues' win over the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Les Blues claimed a 2-1 victory over the 9-time African champions in a keenly contested friendly encounter in Angers on Saturday night. Eugene Claudine Lasomma gave France the lead in 27 minutes, and it was 2-0 after Tunisian-born Amel Majiri got the ball past goalkeeper and stand-in captain Chiamaka Nnadozie. The Super Falcons reduced the deficit late in the first half with Ifeoma Onumonu chipping the ball home from a counter-attack. Nnadozie made 8 superb saves in the game. The gaffer told a post-match press conference that Nigeria is a team that defends well and that France lacked efficiency and remained under pressure until the end. And that's all for the news at 6. Do not drive without a valid driver's license. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961, on YouTube. Subscribe and watch us live on our channel Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration launched Lag Ride with 1,000 units of sports utility vehicles? You can get more details on the Lagos State government's website. To end the news are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, in collaboration with the Lagos Safety Commission, has intensified its advocacy campaign against smoking in public places. President Tinubu says the removal of the oil subsidy by his administration was not to torment Nigerians but to save the country from total collapse. We also told you that the UK-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights says Russia has carried out a series of airstrikes in Syria as rebel forces are continuing to push south. And in sports, French head coach Laurent Bonadier has heaped plaudits on Super Falcons goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie despite Le Blues' win over the Super Falcons of Nigeria. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafolashiri. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.